Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be talking about what Kellogg's is up to. So from cereal to Pringles to plant-based meat, here's what's vegan at Kellogg's. Okay, what's vegan at Kellogg's? From Eggos to burgers, the brand's plant-based portfolio is consistently expanding. For roughly 280 million Americans today, a cold breakfast of cereal and milk is a morning go-to. And that's partly because in the mid to late 19th century, an American industrialist called William Keith Kellogg, or W.K. Kellogg, as he's more widely known, took his brother's recipe for cornflakes, worked out how to mass produce and market them, and as a result, sowed the seeds of the influential multi-billion-dollar cereal empire we know as Kellogg's. In 2020, over 23 million Americans consumed between 1 and 4 portions of Kellogg's cornflakes per week. But the brand's portfolio doesn't stop with these small kernels of toasted corn. It offers all kinds of breakfast cereals, many of which are plant-based. Plus, the corporation owns the vegetarian vegan meat brand Morningstar Farms. But let's focus on the vegan part, shall we? Okay, so here are all the vegan products you can find at Kellogg's right now. But first, here's a little bit more about how the food giant came to be one of the biggest names in breakfast food. A brief history of Kellogg's. W.K. Kellogg was the businessman that drove the Kellogg Company to success. But it was his older brother, John Harvey Kellogg, that actually came up with the idea for cornflakes. A vocal, committed, but also incredibly controversial member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. That's interesting. He believed, like many strict Christians at the time, that bland food was best for people's health and could also cure sexual urges, which he saw as a major problem in society. He was a vegetarian and advocate for the consumption of plant-based foods, but on the grounds of morality, not for the environmental or ethical reasons that are common today. That's why he created cornflakes. At the time, it was a simple, unexciting snack made with wheat dough. But W.K. Kellogg saw big potential in his brother's invention. Against his brother's wishes, Kellogg made cornflakes more appealing by adding sugar to the recipe, says History Hit. And he was also smart with advertising, creating cartoon mascots to help market the product to families. He died in the 1950s, but by that time the Kellogg's brand, also commonly referred to as simply Kellogg's, had added bran flakes, Rice Krispies, and corn pops to its portfolio. The year after his death, sugar frosted flakes made their debut alongside Tony the Tiger, and in 1955, Special K hit the shelves for the first time. Kellogg's and plant-based food. Kellogg's is an ever-evolving company, but true to its roots, plant-based food is still a core part of its business model, although, of course, this isn't motivated by religion any longer. In fact, in 2022, it was announced that the company would be splitting into 3 different parts. One would remain focused on cereal, one would focus on snacks, and the other, named Plant Co., would be dedicated entirely to plant-based foods. These businesses all have significant standalone potential, and an enhanced focus will enable them to better direct the resources toward their distinct strategic priorities, said Steve Callane, CEO of the Kellogg Company. At the time, in turn, each business is expected to create more value for all stakeholders, and each well positioned to build a new era of innovation and growth, quote unquote. But in 2023, Kellogg's backtracked on this idea when it announced that actually it won't be splitting off its plant-based brands, the biggest of which is Morningstar Farms. According to Cowlane, plant-based sales are a little fragile right now, but that said, it still has a huge amount of faith in its meat-free portfolio, and so we will retain Plant Co. under the Kellogg's umbrella. Morningstar Farms still has some of the highest household penetration, highest named recognition, fantastic foods, strong in the freezer, space where this consumer is migrating back to, and profitable unlike many of the peers. Cahillane said on an earnings call for Kellogg's in February, per Food Dive, Here's more about the vegetarian brand as well as many of the other vegan products available under the Kellogg company right now. Again, let's focus on the veganism, shall we? What's vegan at Kellogg's? Number 1, Morningstar Farms Incognito Vegan Meat. Acquired by Kellogg's in the 1990s, Morningstar Farms first hit the shelves in the mid-1970s with a line of soy-based meats. Since then, the vegetarian brand has expanded its product range significantly. Now, you can now find Morningstar Farms vegan cheeseburgers on the shelves, as well as its zesty ranch chicken nuggets and veggie meatballs, which despite the name are totally vegan. It also has an entirely plant-based meat range called Incognito, which features realistically meaty plant-based patties, crispy fillets, tenders, and more. Number 2, Kashi cereal. Kellogg's acquired one of its competitors, a natural cereal brand called Kashi, back in the early 2000s. It was a strategic move for the food giant, but it was also mutually beneficial as it helped Kashi reach a more mainstream consumer brand base. The brand, which prides itself on nutritious products made with minimal ingredients, has many vegan options, all of which are clearly labeled. There's toasted berry crisp, for example, or peanut butter crunch, which features peanut butter smothered granola clusters. Ooh, that sounds really good, actually. And number 3, Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts are one of America's most loved treats. In fact, the brand sells around 2 billion of its toasted pastries every single year. Not all of them are vegan, and that's because a lot of the icing actually contains gelatin. But there are 3 unfrosted vegan flavors: blueberry, brown sugar, cinnamon, and strawberry. Number 4, WK Kellogg cereal. Not all Kellogg's famous cereals are vegan, and that's not because they contain milk or eggs or anything like that, but because they contain lanolin-derived vitamin D3. But its range of WK Kellogg cereals and granolas, which of course is named after the brand's founder, is 100% plant-powered. We recognize that consumers' tastes are changing, says Kellogg's regarding the WK Kellogg range. People want more choices at breakfast, such as organic and vegan, so these are areas we will continue to explore, quote unquote. Number 5, crackers, Zesta, Club Crackers, and Townhouse. For plain, thin, saltine crackers, also known as soda crackers, Zesta is one of the go-to options. And good news, you can break out the vegan cheese. The brand's version of this simple snack is totally animal-free. Its Club Crackers are vegan too, as are many of their varieties of Townhouse crackers. Number 6, Pringles. Back in May 2012, Kellogg's finalized its $2.7 billion acquisition of Pringles, one of the most beloved snack brands in America and the rest of the world. They are sold in 140 countries. Not all varieties are animal-free, but vegans can safely tuck into flavors like original, wavy, classic, salted, and reduced fat original. Number 7, Eggo. Historically, Eggo waffles have not been vegan. However, in 2022, Kellogg's revealed 2 of its iconic brands, Eggo and Morningstar Farms, would be collaborating to create the plant-based chicken and Eggo style waffle sandwich. It's so good, by the way. You guys have to try it. The vegan product, which is available now, is a match made in heaven. According to Eggo's marketing director, Joe Buprez, with chicken and waffles already known and loved by waffle fans, we came together with Morningstar Farms to bring plant-based twist on this classic dish to tables this year, he told Veg News. So that's it. What do you guys think? What are you guys most excited about? I'm excited about anything vegan, obviously. If you can't tell, I'm excited, how excited I am. Hope you're all doing well. You guys have a great day. Take care of each other, love each other, and I'm sending you all positive vibes and thoughts your way. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.